You gotta get a lip on it.
Wasn't me.
You're right, lad.
No. Alright. X-Men Origins Wolverine.
Yeah, this is one of those rare cases where the game was actually better than the movie.
Way better.
Way better. Thanks.
That was way too loud.
Extreme loudness.
I'm trying to think of any other cases where the game was better than the movie.
Yeah, because the only, like, you think about movie licensed games, it's like...
They're usually god-awful.
Yeah, I think about this. The second one that came right to mind is Spider-Man 2, but Spider-Man 2 was great.
Yeah. Watchmen.
Watchmen.
It wasn't based off the movie, but it was tied to the movie.
Tied to the movie. The movie was still good.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. Now I'm thinking...
Oh, Gidget just kicked open the door.
Gidge. Well, it said easy right to begin, so let's just do easy.
Oh, Poppy. And many people may be thinking, really? Very bloody Christmas? X-Men game?
This was the exception. This one is the Uncaged edition, which there were two versions. This one was just way too bloody. At least for some people. Not to us.
In the not-too-distant future,
Luke Skywalker.
things happened.
This is pretty cool, this sequence. Because you played this before, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think this was the trailer.
This might have been...
I think they showed it when the game was announced.
Is the evil still living after I'm done doing this?
Stone Cold Killer. Doing all stealthy now.
Yeah, I remember seeing this when they were announcing the game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just to show you, like, the new direction they were taking.
Back when companies were not afraid to announce a movie license game.
Mm-hmm, exactly.
Kersplat.
Because, man, I think about that Amazing Spider-Man 2 game, which was just so bad. Great web swinging, but that was about it. Think that's gonna take me down?
Oh, no!
I think not.
Slide your crack.
Yikes.
Blood on the screen.
Blood everywhere.
And then...
This is already sending off Merry Bloody Christmas to the right pace.
No, Gidget.
You want that beer, don't you?
It's my beer.
That's my Miller High Life.
No, Gidget, it's my Miller High Life. God damn it, Gidget. Damn it, Gidget.
Oh, good. I can feel my insides again. Oh, there's the smolder.
Now I just want him to say Bub.
Bub. Call me Bub again.
Just one more time, you know you want to. Wolverine, you know, like, X-Men is one of those kind of franchises, like, I'm really starting to like the older I get. The comics were always just tricky for me because there were just so many characters. Because it was never just about one. It was always about all of them. Which is kind of weird that they just decide to single out Wolverine and, like, he's the character they're going to follow. Because usually it's always the collective.
Well, it's called X-Men.
For a reason, yeah.
It's all of them.
It's not just called Wolverine, you know. Well, this one is.
You smell nervous. Better than having...
Hey, it's totally not Sabretooth.
Totally not. And that guy that's kind of supposed to be Mystique's baby daddy.
Mystique's baby daddy. Well, that sucks.
Well, what the flip?
Who just shoots a rocket at us?
Some
Whee!
dickweed, that's
That was
who.
great.
And now we got a free fall.
Oh, I'm having flashbacks to the first assault on Ratchet and Clank
Yeah.
games.
So does that mean, like, everybody else on that helicopter is dead now?
I remember doing the drop-in missions from Ratchet and Clank 3.
Oh, so fun. And here we go.
There isn't a crater. There's a crater.
Now we have a crater.
A crater that just, like, filled with blood. That guy's head's missing, I think.
Oh. Dislocated shoulder, but now we're good. Now let's see how we get this.
They use the same regenerating physics in Splatterhouse. God, just get out of here!
Get over here.
Is that caveman? Oh no,
It's
he's
like-
got
it's like,
swords.
It's like an African
Okay.
merc.
I heard I was a caveman with a club coming after you.
Think that's good?
It's Slice, 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 slice.
Slice, slice.
So yeah,
dice.
probably I think this was the first Wolverine game that didn't have like just little clashy images where he cut people. Because in like the arcade one and all the other games and everything, I have it down there. X-Men. It's blocked by a Wiimote. The X-Men games on the GameCube. Every time Wolverine cut something, it just had like the little clash mark. But this one, it's like decapitations and bloody arms flying all over.
Yeah, I don't even mind if they cut me up. Just make me bleed.
Make me bleed.
Like that's really gonna matter one bit.
Well,
Yeah.
they both lost the same arm.
The same arm, same time.
Now this game looks a lot like Snake Eater.
And it's also important to note he's actually got bone claws.
Yeah, he does. This is many years earlier.
Yes, bone claws. I got yes, no, I think there's.
New ability, lunge.
Yep, there's something in here. Oh yes, collecting dog tags.
Give me that. You know, Wolverine, you could have just pulled it a little slighter, and not had to like rip it off the guy. Gosh, he has some anger problems.
Oh yeah, this lunge ability that is just like wait, how did it say?
I don't know. I wasn't paying
I
attention.
wasn't paying attention either. Whoop. I missed it. Oh shit, what's the controls? I actually, it's been so long, I can't remember. All right, block.
Oh, it's the right bumper.
Right bumper. Oh yeah. All right.
Jeez, didn't see it earlier.
Okay.
Look at that. Playing golf.
Yeah.
We're a vicious killing machine. A monkey.
Monkey.
It's a monkey.
Now this lunge pretty much made this game just like you could use it all of the time and never lose.
Lunge from enemy to enemy to enemy.
Mm-hmm. Pretty much.
Time to get to work.
It's kind of like the electroshock gauntlets in like Batman Origins.
Mm-hmm.
It's totally overpowered,
Wee click.
but I still use it.
You see, there are some cases where overpowered is just good. It's like sometimes I'm like, I need the challenge, otherwise I won't stay interested. But there are times like if I'm overpowered because I made myself overpowered, it's kind of fun.
Yeah. Oh.
Hey, we get the cheese mints. Gidget, breathe. Oh god, it's screaming. Oh god, no!
Screaming in such agonizing pain. Yeah, now here's his sense mode.
Those brick things are made out of pure gold.
Oh, why are they all green?
That love me some gold.
Gold!
Gold!
Goku!
Goku! God, I love Master Roshi.
You gotta love it. And with a voice like that, and just an unhealthy obsession for women.
You can get me a date with that Bulma!
Oh! God, it makes me think of that horny old guy from
everything.
From Everything, yeah. I'm trying to find
Everything has a horny old guy.
Trying to think of one thing specific. Oh, his Outlaw Star. Outlaw Star. I saw her naked.
God.
Now I can die content. Oh, now I have a shirt on.
You went Super Saiyan.
Oh, Super Saiyan. All right, now here's
Hi, helicopter. Whee!
Yikes.
That's so cool.
Oh, you bastard. Coming for you.
Whee! Oh, God! Whoa!
That was a bit over the top, don't you think, Logan?
Wolverine! Watch, following this is gonna have the scene where he's like, "We're not murderers, Sabretooth.
We're good guys.
We're good guys. This is too far. Killing this grown man here is too far."
What were you thinking? Oh my God. You're such a vicious animal.
Machete champion!
Machete champion.
Well, he's screwed. Oh, he's on fire now.
He's
Is he a mutant? Is he a mutant?
I don't know. You must just
Looks
be
kind of like the Human Torch.
Yeah, he does, doesn't he?
And Human Torch has helped out the X-Men a couple times, right?
Oh yeah, he's definitely one of their allies. Really close friends with Spider-Man.
Yeah, because I know he's been in Spider-Man. He was in some of the games. He was in the PlayStation ones, I think, at one point. Whoop. Oh, he's scooching. Throw him in a wall, yeah. Oh my god.
Punch the living hell out of you.
Did you see it? Yeah, he killed Freddy. Kill him.
This is one of the games where I actually don't mind if they hit me, just because it's like all the blood, like where they hit you exactly. Like just just hit me, just to show effect.
It's awesome.
Like one of my favorite things to do is like get in a pool of fire and just let it just eat away at you, because then you can see all the adamantium on his body.
Yeah. I'm actually surprised they didn't make more Wolverine games like this, because this got a lot of people love this game.
Oh yeah, it was getting like 9 scores, I think. I think I can.
Everyone was like, "This is the best video game based off a movie ever."
It's a lot of fun. I mean,
it's like it's Wolverine and he's so gory. It's like this. You would think they'd make more.
You really think they would,
especially from companies such as the X-Men film companies. They want all these.
So, can you help us with that?
You go do what you gotta do, man.
I will be back.
I'll keep the destruction going. Okay, now we're going through this section now, I believe. Let's see what we got going on. Oh yeah, I gotta do some jumping. Well, how do you think this is gonna end? Well, this ain't gonna be good. Come on, take it! It's just not a good move. Come on, power drive, come at you! Man, he makes it look so effortless. Man. I really feel bad for these guys. They stand no chance. Alright. Who's my next one, bub? Terrible glitch. Oh, jeez. Alright. God awful chasm. And he's down, and there's Blue.
Ow! I just smashed my hand on the door.
That was not good. That was not a good sound.
Oh, I didn't notice a little heart on your meter. A little thump thump.
What could that be?
Clever girl.
That's exactly what I was thinking, Logan.
Oh, I need Wolverine and Jurassic Park crossover.
I really do. I'd love to see him.
Adamantium T-Rex.
Yeah, I'd love to see him like riding a T-Rex into battle.
Oh god.
It's gonna happen now.
You're gonna get pinned to the thing. I keep shooting him. It doesn't work. I'll just keep shooting him some more.
Just keep doing it again.
Die, fool. Hey, look, a car. You should steal it. No, we're trying... Oh, they have a right to be mad. You're trying to jack their Jeep.
Totally, man, totally.
Next time on Jeep Jackers. Sounds like a way worse show than I'm...
Much worse than you're thinking.
As long as it's a Jeep Wrangler, we don't care where we do it.
Just blow me up a bit so, yeah, you can see, like, he's got his torso is now showing.
Yep. Just like in Splatterhouse.
It's pretty gruesome.
Except I don't think you go missing limbs in this one.
Nah, you can't.
No, because you have the adamantium arms.
In fact, it's weird. It's like his legs never change. Like, his body will go through the most hell.
It's because his pants would be the first things to blow up.
Yeah, his pants are always cute, guy. I just love doing that. Just say, oh.
Sounds like the Tasmanian devil.
I thought he was. Well, he is an Aussie, ain't he?
Aussie.
Well, Wolverine's supposed to be Canadian, but Hugh Jackman.
I'm taking your Jeep.
And I'm gonna shove it right up your gate.
Oh, hi, Gidge.
Hey,
they drive the Jeep.
Oh, what the splash! All in the day's work.
Good.
Whee! Boink. You'd think they'd use this combat in a Spider-Man game, too, the lunging thing.
Yeah, I mean, he could
like during the combat moments of Spider-Man, or just even traveling, that would be really cool.
You could really do that. Well, you know, with the web focus mode, I think is what it's called, it's kind of that. Like, you can pinpoint your strike, so you can kind of already do that.
I want to find myself a copy of Spider-Man 2 that I can buy. Because I lost mine.
You did?
Yeah.
Oh, such a fun
And that was like the first game that I put hours and hours and hours into.
Right
Because I did everything.
That's what I wanted.
I'm wondering if the company who made this also worked on Splatterhouse. There's a lot of similarities.
It's Activision, right? So it might be.
Yeah, this is pretty much like a precursor Splatterhouse.
Did nothing to me.
I'm being shot. No, you're being stabbed.
Being stabbed mercilessly. Okay. Oh, you're still alive, are you? No good. No
Saving
good.
content.
Killing Luke's and Uncle. The Empire. Our big ships are giant
Ships are big
triangles.
triangles. Did you just like throw the sword or whatever at him?
No, I like hit him with my blade, just like on a sideways slice. Gidget, what's up with you?
I know, right? She does that. I think she like snipped up her hair or something.
Ay, you crazy girl.
Gidget, go get water.
Total God of War right there. Climbing
Yeah.
on the walls.
Yeah, this is total spectacle fighter, just like God of War.
Oh, totally.
And spectacle fighters,
love
they
them.
can be really enjoyable.
Yeah.
They can be really bad, but they can also be really enjoyable. It's like when they're done right, they're amazing. If
can
they're
be-
not done right, then they're pretty bad.
They can be so much fun, right?
Like I'm a huge fan of the first Bayonetta. I haven't played the second one, but I've heard nothing but good things about it.
Oh, me too.
I love Bayonetta. It's a really great I love the whole thing of her hair is her magic, and everything is her hair.
You see this right here? It's supposed to be a Lost reference. There are quite a few movie or
A
game
Lost reference?
Yep, that's supposed to be like the door they found like in season 1. I
I
believe.
have not seen that in Lost.
Yep. And I'm not sure if we're gonna get to it, but there's also Frostmourne in this game.
Frostmourne's in this
Yep,
game.
there is a cave. I will show
What?
you sometime. Yep, where they actually like
But Frostmourne's right behind us.
Yes, it is right behind us. But yep, in a waterfall you can find Frostmourne. It's pretty awesome. I think Wrath of Lich King was just coming out in this game.
Oh, Wrath. I love Wrath.
Oh, Wrath was a lot of fun. Overkill Strike.
Overkill. I used to make a new character to join up Markiplier's guild. It's a human paladin, and I just made it to Westfall. And being in Westfall with like no money or anything, at a low-level paladin, has so many flashbacks coming to me.
Speaking of flashback,
Hey!
old school classic Wolverine.
Oh, it's not a costume?
Nah.
Because that would be too great.
I don't think there are costumes in this game.
Ow.
Let's see. Character, skills,
No, there's not.
mutagens. Come on.
That would be amazing
I
if you could
love-
like go classics yellow spandex.
Mm-hmm, come on. Even all the Spider-Man games do that. Always get extra costumes.
Oh, what one was it? It was, I remember there was one that I found the Ultimate Spider-Man costume in. I don't think it was Spider-Man 2. It was a game that wasn't Ultimate Spider-Man, but I found the Ultimate Spider-Man costume, where it looked more gangly.
So it wasn't the Ultimate Spider-Man game?
No, but that one's amazing.
Oh, yeah. it was totally amazing. I'm gonna say we gotta go up here. Yeah.
Some more golden platforms to hold on.
Gold
look at
and
that
green
guy.
platforms.
He's listening to...
And now he's gone.
Oh!
Jakua, homie.
Jamaica, Montega, babe, I wanna take it to the great un-
Haha. You think he's gonna last long? Oh, you dice slice.
Well,
I bet you thought you were lucky.
You jack.
jeez, Wolverine!
You badass. Not more doubting, baby.
That was another thing they didn't take after the movie. In the first movie, Wolverine, in the movie, the Wolverine would have killed this one because he's just slaughtering everybody and being a douche about it.
He really is, isn't he? He's very...
This guy is why the movie had him hate Sabretooth.
He's very unrelenting.
I'm gonna go put my dog by the water so
Yeah.
she can get a treat.
You go take care of her. She doesn't sound good, dude. Just move, big brother. Do a little dash. Make a little love. And some slight puzzle moments. No platformer is complete without puzzles.
Oh, puzzles. Oh, what? I remember that was like I loved God of War 1 when I was playing it because that was one of the first of the more gruesome games that I played, like more bloody and everything.
It was, yeah, God of War 1, I have such great memories playing that with Joseph, actually.
There was one particular, like, moving this block so you can jump up somewhere puzzle that was infuriatingly hard for me.
Oh, was that
I can't remember which one it was.
Oh man,
I want to say it was near Pandora's
Pandora's
place.
box, right?
Yeah. But, like, I remember, like, spending 3 hours on this one puzzle and just enraging about it once I finally got it.
Yeah, I had such great memories playing that game.
Well, he went flying. You're on fire. Does that make you do more damage?
Ah, come on.
Yeah, Spectacle Fighters. There's one that I want to buy that I've played, and it's really fun. It's called Azura's Wrath.
Oh, yeah, the Capcom game, right?
Yeah, it's so cool.
It's like based on old mythology, isn't it?
Yeah, old. I want to say Japanese mythology.
It might be.
It's like Shin Buddhism or something. Which probably sound extremely ignorant. I legitimately just don't know.
I just don't. I
know it's something like that. And it's an Asian culture thing.
It's been too long since.
It's either Chinese, Japanese, or has to do with Shin Buddhism. Something along the lines of that, and it's really cool. Because you, like, fight gods, like, the size of the universe.
You pretty much do. I mean, it was really labeled nicely.
And it looks pretty. It looks extremely pretty. Which is one of the major features of a spectacle fighter.
Just like this!
Yeah! Getting started.
They're all dead.
They all watched you do that.
Well, you know, I will say, like, God of War Ascension had a lot of pros and cons, but I really gotta say God of War 3 was a lot of fun for me, which, you never played that, did you?
No.
I love that game.
I played the demo of it. I played the Poseidon fight at the very, like, beginning.
You see, that game gave...
Because I remember the day you, like, got your PlayStation 3, I think you also got God of War 3.
Yeah, because I got it kind of late in the cycle. Because originally I didn't care. Like, whenever I saw stuff about God of War 3, I was like, well, I'm not getting a PS3, so screw it.
Yeah, and then I remember you texting me my first semester of college, and you said you got a... No, wait. Second semester, I think, of college.
I think it was second.
And you said you'd got a PlayStation 3, and one of the first things I remember seeing you play was God of War 3. And, yeah, it's really cool.
You know, that game had such great boss fights, and I'm always a big advocate for good boss fights, you know?
Yeah.
I love them, and that game had great ones. They were all so unique and different.
Boss fights can really make a game. Like, that's one of my favorite features. I have a lot of favorite features, but one of my favorite features of Castle Crashers is that the final boss of that game feels very Final Boss-ish. It's like, you make it there and you're like, this is the end game.
So it's like Ganondorf. There are so many different stages, right?
Yeah.
You don't fight him just one time.
I want to say Sephiroth? No, not Sephiroth.
Oh, Sephiroth, he had like 3 different forms.
Yeah.
He had a lot of different... Virgil was one of my favorites. You fought him 3 times in Devil May Cry 3, and each one was different. Like, first time he's just got Yamato, the katana, then he gets Beowulf, the gauntlets,
Yeah.
and then he's got the Blade of Sparta.
Oh, that reminds me, speaking of Devil May Cry, I don't know how long they're doing it. I think they might still be doing it for a while, but if they are... I'm going to GameStop, and they have a buy 2, get 1 under $20 free deal going on. I want to get the Devil May Cry collection, the God of War Sagas thing.
Oh, that's great.
Just so I'm like, it's like the buy 2, get 1 free, and instead I'm getting like 7 games.
You know what? You know what you'd really enjoy is the ones I made for the PlayStation Vita. You can get them on PlayStation 3 remastered, and they're both really fun. The first game is somewhat quicker, but it's great.
The God of War ones?
Yeah, the God of War ones. It has, like, you go to the river Styx.
Oh, no!
Damn, I wasn't paying attention.
I think the Sagas comes with that one. Because the Sagas, I know, has 1, 2, and 3 in it. Pretty sure it has Ghosts of Sparta as well.
Because I kept thinking, you know, one day we should do it as a podcast or something, or, you know, as a recording. And it's like, when would you start? Like, you'd have to start, like, right at the beginning of the series, but, like, as the story goes, or...
Leviathan! Now this guy's a mutant.
Yeah, that's definitely...
It's a Titan!
I don't even...
The slow motion made that all better. Oh God!
It got me pretty good. I'm not even, like, really reading the controls. I'm just kind of going at it.
Well, a lot of spectacle fighters have very much the same controls because they're
Exactly.
made to look really good, not to be super convoluted. Mm-hmm. A lot of them are like you can pick up and immediately start playing the game and know what you're doing, which is one of their like main draw points.
But now we got him.
It's like God of War, first thing. Oh, giant Hydra fight. What?
That is awesome.
It's like the very first boss in God of War is this huge Hydra fight, and they just throw you in there.
That was so cool. Love that fight. Definitely think my favorite fight might be when you fight Kronos. Mm-hmm. Because it was just like, how do you fight something that is a Titan? It's just that big. Well, Kratos, sure enough, found
That
a
was
way.
the first one, right? The first
Yep.
God of War?
Oh, that was actually in the third one. Because Kronos...
I remember there was one like giant battle, I think in the first one. Like this giant thing. Was it Atlas?
Atlas was in the second one.
Oh, the second one's probably what I'm thinking of then. Oh no, wait. The first one, I don't think you fight it, but I'm thinking of the thing that walks around the desert with Pandora's box on it.
Yeah, that is Kronos. That's what I thought you
Yeah.
were talking about.
That's
Because
what
then,
I didn't remember you don't kill him in that one.
yeah, because what happens then is in the third game, after you got Pandora's box off of him, Zeus realizes, well, that's not the best defense anymore.
Yeah.
So then he just imprisons him back to Tartarus, just in penance because of what Kratos did.
Tartarus is the name of the tower that you go to in Persona 3.
Oh,
It's this massive tower that keeps changing as you go up it.
yeah. Come on, he's got to die now. Here we go. And now we're going to yank his head off.
It's kind of grotesque, even.
It's a very wormy head. Got him down to the veiny part.
Level 4!
Oh, I love that music.
Big guitar riff.
Reminds me of the Spider-Man game for the PlayStation 1.
Yeah. Wraith?
He's the guy that can
He's the ghost
teleport.
guy?
Yeah, he's the ghost guy, yeah. Who apparently he's supposed to be like Nightcrawler's dad, but he's not really.
Oh, Nightcrawler. I think it's either coming out or it's already out. There's a movie. They have like posters up called Nightcrawler. And when I first went to the movies and saw the poster, I'm like, they made a movie about Nightcrawler? It's not about X-Men characters. It's like some driving movie thing, I think.
Super.
I lost interest the moment it didn't say anything about Nightcrawler, the X-Men guy. I was
Yeah.
like, oh, I love Nightcrawler.
Well, they're bringing Gambit. You should be proud of that.
Gambit. It's not going to be anything like. Well,
It's not
to
going
be honest, the Gambit in this movie was the coolest part, probably.
Well, I hated him from this one.
I hated him too, but I hated
But-
everything from this movie.
It was probably. I mean, I
I
like.
hated Deadpool from this movie.
Yeah, I mean, like I hated Sabretooth too, which is a shame because I love Sabretooth.
I love the way Sabretooth looked in the first movie.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, that's Sabretooth.
That's the way
you
he's
you don't
supposed
even
to
have to
look. I
know
mean-
that that's Sabretooth, and you look at him like,
Yeah.
that's Sabretooth.
Because, like, if you see him in the comics, like, Logan's only, like, what, 5'4", 5'5", something like that. And Sabretooth's, like, 6'4".
Yeah.
He's huge
He's massive.
in comparison. He's massive. And one thing about the comics, too, I do love about Sabretooth is that they never make it clear what his relationship to Logan is. Like, in this,
They give hints
Yeah.
everywhere, but they
But-
never like specifically say this is it.
Yeah, but for all we know, like, that could be his dad, it could be his brother, it could be his uncle, you just don't really know.
Are the bone claws a real thing now?
Ha! Yes, they are.
Okay,
The bone claws are legit. They were actually...
so he did have the claws and everything before the adamantium. Mm-hmm. All right. I never knew if that was just another thing they made up for the movie.
Nah, that was actually a legitimate thing that he did have. Because all the Weapon X program did was give him adamantium.
Yeah.
He already had the claws to begin with. They just made him even that
That
stronger.
makes that more logical. It's like, well, we could give him like a gun or something. No, let's give him claws. But no, it's like, okay, we just replaced everything that was bone with metal, with the adamantium.
So now he's even stronger. Because even like this one shows you the limitations of what having bone claws would be.
yeah.
I was about to say, it didn't freeze, did it?
Well then.
You suck. Whatcha?
Oh my god, you have like nothing on you.
Yep, I've got skeleton showing. Oh, I get to shoot too. I forgot about
Yeah! Action Jackson time!
it. America.
Ain't
America.
nothing but a thing!
Go cover me, you lip dick fuck ups.
Oh god. I love video game logic. They can shoot you with like 50 bullets. You hit their boat twice. Kablam!
And kablooey.
Oh, I'm having flashbacks to the first mission of Saints Row 2.
Oh yeah, me too.
God, I love Saints Row 2.
Die, you bastard.
It's like, that game had emotion.
Oh god, I love the first time you see Gat and he's like, "Hey, you look different. You get a haircut or
Get a
something?"
haircut or something? Yeah! What flag is that?
Well, this sucks.
He's hurt? No kidding!
No shit. Well, not anymore.
What the hell are you waiting for? Huh? Come on, let's do this.
Come on, bub. And here comes Nuts. Here comes Nuts. Sabretooth.
Got your arms. Wolverine's like, dude, that was too much. You ripped his arms off.
Dude, what the flip?
You've been cutting arms off these guys only one at a time, Sabretooth.
Now I gotta do double. Why did they think that was a good look for Sabretooth?
I have no idea. He looks so boring.
I think they were trying to make the two of them kind of look
Yeah,
like family.
because in the movie they were like quote-unquote brothers.
Yeah.
So they wanted to make him look relatable, but then Sabretooth looks so boring.
He looks so dull.
He needs like massive hair and everything.
Mm-hmm. Oh, flashback.
No, I don't like him.
I like the way your chin clips through your collar.
I like your lace.
I like the fact that your shirt looks like a boot.
It does, doesn't it? That's an amazing goiter you got there.
I'm gonna call you bootstraps from now on.
Bootstraps.
I love the way you make the game lag.
Bootstraps, bootstraps. Yes, the game just can't keep up with you, baby. Those boots just keep on walking.
I love the way that you make the moon unrealistically close to the Earth in a way that would cause us all to die.
Exactly. And this is still better than the movie. Just remember that. I mean, it's been pretty badass
Seriously.
so far. Because
Why
now,
would you take your girlfriend to a place that has a sign out front that just says like danger?
Mm-hmm. Pretty good question. But we do get to fight Sabretooth now.
Hey, little brother. Long time no see.
I see you guys haven't shaved.
Guess who's getting a world of hurt?
Oh no!
Like you think that's actually gonna hurt?
Volume! Wait, you can win?
Yeah.
But you lose!
I know I lose.
So even winning is losing! Oh, I love it.
You're just too easy, Sabretooth.
Round 2. Ready? Fight! Oh, that reminds me. I need to play Persona.
Out of nowhere, Persona.
No, not out of nowhere. This past weekend, I went and I was hanging out with Don from our writing class because he's doing a voice acting thing that he wants me to be part of. And I picked up the Persona 4 Arena Ultimax game, which came with all this stuff, and I haven't gotten a chance to play it yet. I got an inflatable teddy.
An inflatable teddy. Oh my goodness.
Oh god. And I love it because these are fighting games that are sequels to a Japanese RPG that continue the story. So it's like, oh, you want to find out what happens after this amazing, like, 90-hour-long RPG? Play a fighting game!
Here you go.
No, big brother. Oh
What the flip Sabretooth? Like, oh gee.
no. Oni-chan.
Alright. Yes, I do like your trench coat.
It is really cool. I will give him that. If he had that and, like, the super, like, if he looked like a beast while wearing that, that'd be awesome.
That would be pretty cool. He's got to have, like, long blonde hair.
Yeah.
I mean, come on. That's why, of course, you get an ex-pro wrestler to play him in the movie.
And he needed more than just, like, the 2 tiny little fangs that they gave him. Like, he has, like, a face full of fang.
Yeah, he really does. He needs to have a long
Gloink.
thing.
It's like, I could see him looking like this, like, 100 years before this time happens. But he let himself go. He let himself get feral.
He really did.
Oni-chan, die!
Die, you bastard.
Yeah, bar fight.
That's why I do like sometimes putting it on a higher difficulty. Just sometimes like they're just too easy to take
Yeah.
down.
Well then.
Oh, don't be a bee.
That thing went unrealistically far from where it fell off.
did, didn't it?
And, like, he was using the force on it. Whoosh.
Oh, he's got like a doctor, like a Mr. Hyde thing going on.
Yeah, he does. He totally looks like a doctor that like drank the Hyde potion and turned
really
into
does.
that.
Oh, my bone clothes! Like, what was that Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde they did in the 20s? Where, like, he didn't get all huge. He, like, just stayed normal size, but just changed.
Well, that's the original thing. He doesn't get like massive and all that. That's the League of Extraordinary Gentlemen look on it.
That's Van Helsing.
Yeah.
Which I watched again, and I love that movie.
I still love that movie.
Me too. I think it's great.
Wait a minute. In the movie, he only broke one arm. One arm pair of bones.
Oh, he did, didn't he? Yeah.
I think so. Because I think he had the other one still.
Yeah, because he cracked one off. I bet you should...
I love the way how your boot-shaped shirt changes color in the rain. Oh my god, is that Stryker?
That's supposed to be Striker. Talk about the ultimate square haircut. He looks like the guy from what was that that game for the Wii U with the Wii U that Christ was telling us about. Deadly Premonitions.
Oh no, it's not for the Wii. I have it for the PlayStation 3. I have it over there.
Deadly Premonitions guy.
He looks like the soldier from Small Soldiers. We're gonna teach all these guys these Gorgons out of here.
Tommy Lee Jones would be so proud.
Mm-hmm. He did voice him, right? Oh my god, I forgot about that.
Yeah, he did.
We need stereotypical old military voice.
Did you know that he actually hates Jim Carrey? I guess a movie of Jim Carrey's, I think it was Dumb and Dumber, was coming out, and it did better than Tommy Lee Jones' pick, which was about...
was that before or after Batman
Before
Forever?
Batman. It was right before. He had Tommy Lee Jones had a movie about... give me a second. It was about... He played the baseball character. It was... give me a sec.
The baseball character.
Yeah, it was a baseball player. I'm trying to remember.
Bubbles? Oh my gosh, that's
Terminate him! Well, hell no.
He's like, yeah, just ruffles my giblets.
My giblets have been ruffled. But it was Ty Cobb. He played Ty Cobb. And I guess it was a passion project he did. He really wanted to get it out. And it did terribly. And Dumb and Dumber did better. And he hated him for it. So
I should warn you, don't ever see Dumb and Dumber 2.
Oh no, I don't plan on it.
I went and saw it primarily just because I liked the first Dumb and Dumber. I like it. I understand that the first Dumb and Dumber is, regardless of like anything, it's a dumb movie.
It is, but
It's like you expect it. It's in the title. It's Dumb and Dumber. Dumb and Dumber 2 is a dumb movie with no reason.
no reason for being.
Like you go there and you're like, I expect it to be dumb because it's Dumb and Dumber. That's the title.
I got his head right in the...
I did that to a character in Dark Souls once.
I love it.
But I'm like, Dumb and Dumber 2, the jokes just weren't good.
Okay.
I like Dumb and Dumber 1 because it's stupid, but it's funny stupid. Dumb and Dumber 2 is just stupid.
And not the good kind of stupid.
No, which makes me sad because I like Jim Carrey.
And I love Jeff Daniels. He's great.
He was good too. It's like both of them, it's like I was watching the movie feeling sad because I'm like, you both are funnier than this.
Yep, you both can... It's like you both can do better than this.
Like you could both make better jokes. However, they do one amazing thing in managing explaining why it's 20 years later.
Oh, yeah? You can tell me that why.
It's a spoiler for everyone if you don't want to watch Dumb and Dumber 2.
Yeah, I don't want to watch it, so I don't care.
Basically, it's like 20 years later. Lloyd, which is Jim Carrey's character, is now in like a mental institution and everything for the elderly. He's like long-haired and all that. And every day, Harry's come by to like take care of him. And it's his like last day. He's like, I can't keep coming back here, Lloyd. I'm sorry, I can't see you deteriorate into this. And Lloyd goes, ha! Fooled you! He's like, you waited 20 years just to pull a prank?
Uh-huh.
And he's like, yeah.
Oh, that's
You could have done this after like 10 years? And it's like, it wouldn't have been as funny. And that's literally their explanation as to why it's 20 years later. That was the only part of the movie that I laughed at.
Oh, come on.
He's like, I don't want to be stabbed.
Trying to get him, but he just won't go.
You almost not stabbed my buddy.
I gotta say, these boxers are quite fitting.
My God, my legs are fabulous. I love the way they wiggle behind me like a mermaid. Get a close over that Botoxin
That boutte.
as he flexes open the door.
Well, oh yeah, you haven't seen Days of Future Past yet, have you? Oh yeah. Well, you do see Hugh Jackman's butt in it.
You see it in this movie.
Oh, you do.
Yeah, when he runs
see
into
it
the
all
old
the time.
people's house.
Which I gotta
farm.
say, if you gotta see someone's butt, make sure it's a good one.
I will say this: the game character Wolverine is a lot thicker, than. Oh, now he's thinner again.
Now he's thin again.
When you're playing it, he's like a square, walking around.
What a square. Whee! Come on, you bastard.
I like how slow motion. Oh God, it's Scorpion!
I'm one of a kind.
Get over here! This guy's totally Mortal Kombat character right now. Was this the computer guy they had sitting around?
I guess he must have been. Oh,
We train all of our computer technicians with martial art combat
Yes, we do.
with wielding two-handed
because we just never know who's gonna come here in the Weapon X facility.
So, why do you think you should get the job? Well, I'm highly skilled at hacking programs and setting up firewall programs to prevent hackers from getting into the system. Also, I'm a master fucking ninja.
Exactly.
Well, you're hired.
Alright, so let me try this counter.
Well,
There we go.
you're dead. You're not only dead, you're died twice.
Died twice now.
You are died twice.
And you are not coming back.
I don't like it.
Okay. And let us
You went immediately from the spin to...
and beep. Beep. I'm just so seamless. You just can't keep up with me. I just don't know.
Bipolar combat. Very expensive equipment. Break it all.
And just get the dog tags. That's all we care about.
Seriously. Oh, no, that guy didn't even notice.
Oh, I think there are like recordings here. Yeah, let's kill these guys first. And they've got some like some opening.
Hi! Oh, no!
Oh, that's the worst possible thing that could have happened.
What's the second worst possible?
I don't know, but it's not as bad as this.
I love the Striker from X2.
He was my favorite
He was
character.
really cool.
I remember telling that we were talking about that with Taylor, and he asked me my favorite character. I said, honestly, Stryker. I thought he was a great character.
I loved his beard. His glorious beard.
His glorious, thick,
and his
lustrous
nonchalant way of kidnapping children.
beard. And just not giving a damn about anything other than his agenda.
Seriously, he doesn't care who dies.
Yeah.
Using his son.
Man, I just can't believe how they handled Deadpool in this movie.
Like, they had the right idea by hiring, what's his face?
Reynolds.
Ryan
Ryan
Reynolds.
Reynolds.
As the guy, because he seems like a really good Deadpool.
Oh, yeah. And
they just didn't make it work.
And like I think it was like a year or two ago, he was talking about, like even back then they were working on scripts for Deadpool. And that was the time the Wolverine movie was coming out, and he was saying how the script had, like, he was making references to movies. So he was talking about, like, he had a Wolverine doll, and he was talking about the movie. It's like, yeah, that sounds like a Deadpool thing to do.
Did you play the Deadpool game?
No, I didn't. I know Farrah had it.
Yeah, I've heard mixed things about it. I've heard that it's good in Deadpool, but I've also heard that other than that, there's nothing.
Yeah, I've heard about the same thing. I mean, I love him when you find him in Ultimate... is it Ultimate Spider-Man? Or?
It's the
Web of Shadows.
Yeah, Web of Shadows, where he has that, like, tournament thing to try and get you.
And he's got, like, all his fanboys as the guys you have to beat up. Who's next for my claws?
Hi! You guys think you would clean up. I mean, seriously, you have the money.
You definitely have the means. But
The money and manpower and means, but you're choosing not to.
That just makes you look very, very bad.
Seriously, environmentalists are going to be pissed.
Such lazy...
You won't be harmed. We're just going to terminate you.
Lazy.
Who's that?
I don't know, but thankfully it ain't me.
Is that Deadpool?
Could be.
Whee!
I love
Because at this point in this particular movie's story, Deadpool had already been captured.
Yeah, he was already a part of the team, and they were secretly working on him
Yeah.
on the sidelines. And I think we
Because
get
they claimed that he was killed by Sabretooth.
Yeah,
Ooh.
here's one of the giants they were working on. I think the Wendigo is in this game too, at least a version of it.
Wendigo.
Now all they need to do is have the Hulk as a special boss.
Hell yeah, he better be.
God, I love that the Hulk vs. Wolverine movie because at the very end, Deadpool, he's in like the ruins of the building, and he's like, "I did it! I'm alive! I'm alive!" And the Hulk just stomps on him.
Nah, I guess you're still alive technically with your healing, but
Wait, why is Oracle talking to you?
it sounds like Oracle.
It
doesn't it?
sounds just like Oracle. Dad,
Daddy.
I need some pants. Who are you?
Preferably jeans, and I like them blue.
Ghost? Well, looks like I don't
looks
need
like-
my pants anymore.
It looks like Gears of War.
he looks like the rookie from Gears of War.
Well, that didn't work, did it?
I have sniffing abilities, dude.
You
Bub.
can't, you can't beat my sniff.
Activating cloak now.
Seriously, this is Metal Gear right here. They have an invisibility cloak in Metal Gear. Or not
Bart!
cloak. This
Bart!
Harry Potter has the invisibility cloak.
Makes me think, Bart, your dad is amazing. Oh, you think that's good? He can hear pudding.
I have not watched The Simpsons in too long.
It's been a while. I was watching them a couple weeks ago. And you're in there. They keep glitching.
I love it.
Get closer, please. I just want to do that one more time. All right, you. I'm going to do it to you.
It's so great. The glass isn't even broken where he's
And
at.
I'm healing so fast. It's like, come on.
I want your face.
I just want to.
That one broke. See, the middle one's not broken.
Dude, he's tweaking.
He can dance if he wants to.
You can leave your friends behind.
Oh. Wait. Are there guns? Ooh.
Whew.
Are there guns making the same sound effects as like TIE fighter lasers?
If they are, that is amazing. Okay, I actually
Pew
got.
pew.
Alright, I better pay attention now.
We're goofing off.
Look at my face, yikes.
You look like I think
look
it's
like-
like Kano from not Metal Gear, Mortal Kombat.
I was thinking like Arnold Schwarzenegger, Terminator. Oh, that
Arnold.
See, Terminator.
Ooh, look at that.
Yeah.
More health.
More health. Fantastic.
My heart is beating.
At least I hope that's my heart. Stay.
Don't go breaking my heart.
It's a heavy battery.
Wolverine breaking out of the place.
Don't go breaking my heart.
I couldn't if I tried.
Oh god, someone needs to
bud.
do a video like songs that superheroes and villains have going on in their heads when they do things.
I'd love to hear what's going through Spider-Man's head when he's beating up a guy. It probably is don't go breaking my heart.
Deadpool says, "I've got a lovely bunch of coconuts."
It's probably I'm so pretty, I'm so pretty, I'm so pretty and witty and good.
Crawling in my skin.
And I pity as I'm slicing guys with my katana. Any girl who's
Deadpool's
me.
got the constant like record scratch noise and change of song because all three of his personalities are fighting over
You
music.
see, for me, it's like his music is like a grindhouse movie. Just crazy. I want to just
I love my blood.
my blood. It doesn't even leave my body.
Hurts so good.
It stays with me. I guess they created
It
some kind
hurts so good, it's been so long.
Dude, looks like one of them. Oh no, one didn't.
Mama, I'm coming home.
Well, look at that. Yep,
Wendigo. I don't know anything about Wendigo. He's a villain, right?
Yeah, it was a creature that when Wolverine, like in the first incarnation, he fought against the Hulk. This was a creature that ended in this mountain range that he also had to fight. Both of them. it was just like something unexpected.
Is he like a Wendigo where he hangs out in the snow?
He's like a giant
He's a Yeti?
superpowered Yeti.
Woo! Speaking of superpowered, woo! Health! Come back!
Well, let's go do that. Okay. Pay attention.
Meow. Always angry.
There you go.
Piggyback ride.
Piggyback, 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 now die.
Ouch. He looks kind of like the very first of the Titan experiments from Arkham Asylum.
Oh yeah, he does. It's that same kind of
That
idea.
like bubbly skin looking thing.
He is bubbly, isn't he? In a grotesque sort of way.
He's so bubbly.
But yeah, so the Wendigo was a pretty tough hombre to come across. Very, very Yeti-like. I mean, you do fight one in this game.
There's one right there.
And I think we're gonna have enough time to actually, I can show you where the Frostmourne is.
Frostmourne?
Because it's right after this area. I believe.
Yes, yes. I must see it.
It's pretty cool.
Boy, go. Whee! I used to do that with my little brother.
And the combat is a lot of fun in this game, too.
It is.
It's really fun to just go at it.
Solid combat.
Solid snake combat.
No, Solid Snakes doesn't have combat. He's a stealth villain. Or stealth guy. He's not a villain.
He's not a villain. Wasn't, Big, what's the, who's he cloned after?
Big Boss.
He's bad, though, right?
If you have never played Snake Eater, I highly recommend that if you've like never played a Metal Gear Solid, play Snake Eater.
Yeah, I've heard
It's-
good things.
I've only beaten Snake Eater and the very first Metal Gear Solid, and Snake Eater is just like one of my favorite video games of all time.
I heard the last one was good, but it's kind of sexist. Like the woman, like there's
Which
like,
one? The brand new one that just came out with Raiden?
Maybe.
Where he's like robotic and everything?
Or the one before that, maybe. Yeah, not the one where it's just him like fighting, but it's the actual Metal Gear.
Metal Gear Solid 4? Oh, 5 maybe.
Maybe 5, yeah.
5
The newer
5 just
one.
came out. Either 5 just came out or the prequel to 5 just came out.
Yeah, I'd see it. But I remember they were saying it's very kind of sexist, like they use rape to like move the plot, and it was something vaginal. I have no idea.
I don't know.
It sounded pretty.
It doesn't
bad,
sound much like a Metal Gear
Yeah.
concept. They don't usually do that. Metal Gear Solid, the very first one, has one of my favorite female characters in any video game, Sniper Wolf. She's a villain, and she's this Russian sniper, like elite, who is in this team, and you have to like sniper combat her. She wounds your like love interest to get you to come out of hiding. Like she shoots her in the leg, and she's in the middle of this like very long hallway where there's no like side hiding areas. And so the only way to like get the girl is to step out in there.
I'm confused. It says, oh, here we go. I remember this now. All right,
I got a box.
it's over.
But yeah, Snake Eater plays out just like a James Bond movie. Just like a good James Bond movie.
Good James Bond.
And
I don't know. Recently, they've been pretty good.
yeah, they have. I can't wait to see them. They have another one being announced tomorrow.
Yep.
Like I'm a fan of James Bond. I love James Bond,
I know you do.
especially the cheesy ones. I have the special edition DVD of Die Another Day, the one with Halle Berry.
Oh baby.
I'm like, that one's like, it takes place in an ice fortress.
What's wrong with that?
An
right?
ice fortress where they use crystals attached to a satellite to melt the ice into perfect formations.
Could go wrong with that? I ask you. I ask
I'm
you.
like, the villain's a Korean war general who had a like facelift and everything to make him look like a rich white British guy.
Of course.
I'm like, it's so dumb, but I love it.
And yet we still love it.
And Snake Eater plays out just kind of like that. And the best thing I love about the Metal Gear Solid games is you can either go through them 100% stealthy, you can go through them 100% combat, or you can go through them 100% stealth combat, where you can kill like everybody in the game without ever getting caught if you're really good.
Yeah, I love games with those kind of options where you can really play it the way you want to play
Like
it.
the ultimate win, I think the highest rank you could ever get in the games is if you go through the entire game without ever getting caught by an enemy, except for like the bosses and everything that obviously you have to fight. But if you've never been caught by an enemy, you get like all these special bonuses and everything for beating the game. No! No!
Sure that's what's gonna work, because then we need to take this power core off. Yep, there we go.
Wait! We can't close!
Too bad, technology. You suck.
Haha.
Too bad, bub.
Too bad, bub. I just call it door, bub. Putting that one in the book.
It's like, call me bub. Just call me bub, please.
The Book of Bubs.
Please. That's what I kept thinking when I was watching Van Helsing. It's like, I just want to hear him say bub.
Yeah, that was Hugh Jackman, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was.
That was early Hugh Jackman, too.
Yeah, it's like right when he was really getting on the cusp of his big fame.
Because he got really popular from the first X-Men movie.
Yeah, that made his career.
You missed!
Well, it looks like I'm dead. Oh, wait, nope, I guess I'm dead. Oh, yeah, my abilities are gone now.
You missed!
Totally
Was
missed.
that scripted
I
or was it an accident?
I just went right through him. That was really bad.
You clipped through and like...
Flip.
Just let's hear the Goofy scream on that and it'd be great. Woo!
The hell?
Yours. Azora! Oh, also, Kingdom Hearts 2 HD came out.
Guardian angel, huh?
Yeah, and I guess for the next one, they've been talking that Marvel, like superheroes and Star Wars, are up for the next Kingdom Hearts.
That would be awesome.
Starting with you.
You are?
Oh my god.
I'm your first?
You're the doctor from Lost World Jurassic Park?
You must be.
Who looks just like her?
Oh, you put your hand in the dung. Yeah, I remember you.
No, that was the first one. I'm talking about the Lost World.
Oh, Lost World.
The one that was dating...
Julianne Moore.
Jeff Goldblum.
Oh, Julianne Moore.
Yeah.
Hey, Doc. This turns out to be a trap. I will hunt you down.
Then I have nothing to worry about. I brought your things.
What things?
My
All my
pants.
things are in me.
She brought my pants.
Wolverine's things are his regenerative power and his bones.
And not to forget those abs.
He doesn't need anything else. Especially pants.
We love it here. Everything's provided for us. Check out these abs.
I brought your things. Oh, thanks. You brought my crappy t-shirt and crappy jeans.
Seriously, I would have loved.
You couldn't have just given me, like, combat armor? It's not even a t-shirt.
Oh, she said I can't heal, so.
It's
Yikes.
not even a t-shirt.
How am I still moving around if I'm?
You gotta go in there? Why don't you have your powers? I missed it.
I missed that too. We were talking.
Did we get shot with something?
I believe we did. Yeah. So now our healing factor's gone, but we will get it back. I'm sure.
I'm positive. I mean, it's not like it's a major feature of the superhero.
Right?
Whee! Party! Party all in the building!
Hardy hardy.
I'm going to party like it was 1944.
Like it's on sale for $19.95. That's one down.
Frostmourne? No Frostmourne.
Oh, it's coming.
Frostmourne? No Frostmourne.
Hold up, I saw something in there.
It's nothing. Just a portable turret.
I don't know.
It turns around.
What'd you say?
I'm not just a portable turret. I have feelings.
I am a human being.
I
am a
have
man.
emotions. Emotions that tell me to exterminate.
All the human race.
Woo!
And we're good.
Do.
I'm missing some of my arm.
It's all good.
And my torso. And there are my ribs. But I'm good.
If this were Splatterhouse, you could rip your arm off and use it to beat down the enemies.
If only. What a golden age we live in.
What a golden age we live in when we have that as a video game option.
Mm-hmm. My arm wasn't good enough in its socket, so I'm going to take it out and beat you to death with it. Is that alright? Good.
Still haven't beaten the new Splatterhouse. I've seen it beat, but I haven't beaten it.
Oh, this is going to...
And I got it day one. I say you just dodge roll.
Well, I might be getting that... Vent? Nah, I can't reach that.
There's nothing to pull.
There's nothing for me to poke with my claws. Well, I'll probably...
Why would they staple everything to the floor?
I'll probably get slaughtered, but I can't...
Just barrel roll. Oh,
see?
you can't spam like dodges like that?
Nah.
Dang it. You've been captured. No, you've been killed.
I've been just totally shot to death. Alright, come on,
It's like you've been captured. Okay, they captured me before. What happened then?
I just sliced them and diced
I
them.
kind of ripped out of the capture.
You see? That's what I was talking about.
It's easy.
Okay.
It's easy. Like loving you. Loving you.
So that's...
Oh, you have abilities. You have the elements of fire and water?
Wait, RT... It said I can roll, but I missed how you can do that.
B?
Oh, here it is.
Hey!
I'm just gonna keep doing that.
I got this, guys. I got this.
He just got me in the shoulder a bit.
And the arm.
And the arm.
So like oh, it hurts to pick things up!
Oh, God. My armpits.
Why would I pick it up with my shot arm?
Whose idea was this?
Stupid video game designers! Oh, God.
I didn't know any
There's
way.
gotta be a better way to do that.
Oh, seriously.
Maybe roll and then dash and then roll and then dash.
Dash, roll, dash, roll.
Dash roll, yeah.
Dash, roll.
Dash roll. Wolverine and Wolverine number 44. Apparently he said something.
Where is he manufactured?
He looks to be in his physical prime, even though he was born in the 1800s.
Has there ever been an old Wolverine where he's like really, really old and gray haired and like just looks giant cigar, even bigger than before coming out of his mouth? Eye patch.
There was a more recent storyline where it was actually about Old Man Logan, where it's like all the super villains in the world had like killed all the heroes, but Logan was the only one left behind in like this dystopian future.
Yeah.
So they're all dead except for him, and now he's like trying to get past this post-apocalyptic war zone.
Oh, made it further.
Made it further.
You've been captured.
But I know recently they had an issue that was about the death of Wolverine.
Yeah?
Which I didn't read it, but...
The actual death?
Yep, it's like his actual death. But
No!
you know he's coming back. He has to
He
come
can
back.
never die.
Yeah. He's such... I mean, I love him in the Avengers more than anything, too. He's in one of my favorite team-ups. My favorite Avengers comics, one of my favorite Marvel is the Uncanny Avengers, where... That's the one I told you about, where Cyclops... kills Professor Xavier.
Where Cyclops is a douche.
He's a total douche.
Because Cyclops is always a douche.
Yep.
I hate Cyclops.
I hate him too. So then Captain America goes to his brother, oh man, what's his brother? Havoc.
Wait, what's the computer back there?
That's just like a,
Right there?
oh.
Wait.
Shield.
What?
I didn't think about that.
I am a genius!
Oh yeah, so we put it all the way and we should be able to follow it.
Will it go back or is it just going to stay?
No, it'll go. We're going to keep up with it. We were doing it the sucker way.
We were doing it the ballsy way.
I'm not done. Dude. It's a major cojones.
Yay, victory! Up through the vent tops, Wolverine claws. Something, something, Santa Claus.
Something, something, dark side.
Assholes! It's just a rat.
Just rat. A big rat.
Big adamantium boned rat. Well, there goes his head. There was nothing inside. He was a robot.
Sliced off like a beautiful little plum tomato.
He was just a robot.
He was, excuse me, robot.
That's one of my most favorite, like, old pronunciations, because you watch, like, the Twilight Zone episode where the lady, it's one of my favorite ones. I can't remember the name of the episode. The guy is a prisoner who's been sent to exile on a distant planet in the future.
Wait, say that again?
In Twilight Zone.
Oh, Twilight Zone, yeah.
There's this guy, it's one of my favorite episodes of anything TV. He was a prisoner and got sentenced to exile on a distant, like, planet, all by himself, to live there forever alone for the rest of his life.
Mm-hmm.
And the officer there, the officer who comes and brings him supplies every, like, couple of months, brings him an android lady.
No! Stupid thing. Oh.
Brings him, like, this android lady as company, saying that he feels bad for him. And the whole thing is how the guy no longer, like, he doesn't see her as an android.
Yeah,
he doesn't see her as an android. He keeps seeing her more and more as a human. Until he doesn't even think she's an android anymore. He believes that she's 100% human.
Man, that makes me think about, like, one of the first Star Treks I saw, I think it was, like, the second episode that they have, where, like, they go to this planet, and, like, all the natural resources have been gone, all been depleted. And there's this one scientist on this planet with his wife, and then they go down with their crew. And
Can you go there, break the gun, and then come back and get the power cell?
No, because I need these as a shield.
Yeah, but what happens when you take the power cell out of it?
Oh, you can do this. Anyway, like then Kirk's crew starts getting the weirdest thing. They start dying from salt loss. Like all the salt from their body is being drained out.
Mm-hmm.
And then it turns out what was going on is that the scientist's wife is actually not his wife. It was actually a creature that can make itself look like anything.
Oh yeah, I remember seeing that.
That's the one that feasts on salt. So when you finally see it at the end, it looks like a Morlock.
Yeah.
I remember thinking, oh god, it was so creepy.
But in the Twilight Zone episode, they always call her a robot, but they pronounce it robot.
Robot?
Yes, and it's one of my favorite things to pronounce.
Excuse me. It's
She's just a robot.
That's like the way Zoidberg says it.
It's a robot.
Excuse me, robot.
It's just a robot.
Oh, probably gonna get him.
Place your arms in that machine.
I don't trust you.
They're not gonna yank him off, are they?
Relax. This will reactivate your healing abilities.
Well, I'm good you have this technology around.
It's all well and good, lady, but
I have to go, but I'll meet you at the neurochemistry lab.
hope you don't use a needle, because I hate needles.
I hope you guys don't mass produce this here ability to disable mutant powers. Seems like it'd be a, quote, bad idea.
I told you I didn't like needles.
It's 1 needle, 2 needles.
3 cylinders.
Wait, they literally took the power out of you by your blood? Or what?
I don't
They're
know.
filling you with Bacta.
No, we lost our ability somehow.
That's what they're doing. They're just filling you up with Bacta.
Yep, we got back to tanks in this.
Well, he's died.
Got me in the throat, yeah.
How old are the troops they bring in?
They're like teenagers.
Oh, we killed this bastard.
Hey, take me a photo with this guy.
Hey, somebody take my picture.
He seriously went there.
He did.
These guys were like 12.
So stupid. Come on, what do you got? I've been waiting to kill something.
Slice, 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 slice. I'm a Wolverine again.
Wolverine, hell yeah.
That lady filled me with a lysine deficiency problem. That's why I couldn't regenerate.
Oh, it was lysine. That was
Lysine!
I didn't have enough fiber. I know this. It's gluten. Whee!
Not the gluten. We need to eat all the fat butters and everything.
Exactly. We need butter in this country. Now. We need it fast.
Oh. That reminds me, I was playing the South Park game. One of the saddest things in the entire world happened when I was playing that.
When you fight your dad's balls.
No! Sad.
Yeah, that wasn't sad.
Butters, I betrayed him because I joined the elves. And when you beat him in the fight, he goes, nobody likes me. I was like, Butters, no! It's Cartman I don't like.
I hate you guys so much. So very, 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 very much.
However, beating up Cartman was hilarious.
Yeah, I had to beat up Cartman too. I had to side with Kyle.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the whole epic fart showdown at the very end of his fight.
Now, Dragon Shout!
I want another South Park game like that.
Oh, they will. They're making it.
They are?
Yep.
Sweet.
Because it was just such a success. They're like, alright, well, we'll make another
It was sold out in Fresno.
one. Yep.
So like everywhere.
They've got like the right idea. They just need to make it longer.
Mm-hmm.
Simple as that.
Then eventually they'll work up to World of South Park.
The Nazi fetus babies.
World of South Park. The MMO experience
MMO.
to end all MMO experiences.
Oh, I'd love that.
I put 50 points into Dragon Shout.
Because I love the customization in that game. It's
Mm-hmm.
a lot of fun.
The only problem that I actually realized also in the game when I was making a second character, you can't make a girl.
You can't, yeah. You can change the hair.
You can change the hair and everything, but you can't make it an actual girl.
Yeah.
So maybe add that, and I understand that. Like, I was reading a review because when I thought of it, I'm like, wow, there are no abilities to make like girls in this game. Mm-hmm. So I like looked it up online, and this review I had found had said like, yeah, it sucks, but it makes sense in the South Park universe. These boys would not hang out with girls.
Mm-hmm. It really does.
Like they're separated in the South Park world because they're still kids. as crude as they may be, they're still kids. They sometimes think girls are just icky. Like it sucks, but it does make sense.
But
Like,
next
I
time,
wish it wasn't there, but they'll probably change it next time.
They gotta make it like in the plot where like they're also including the girls.
Yeah. Well, the girls were in the plot.
Sunshine, freckles, unicorns. The motion passes. Sunshine. All right, come on. I want to see Frostmourne already.
Frostmourne. No Frostmourne.
Okay.
Frostmourne. No Frostmourne. Smoke him. I can sniff you.
I can smell all of you, and you smell fantastic.
I can smell your fabulous deodorant.
You smell like death and Old Spice.
I always imagine Logan would have like horrible BO.
You see, I
But
always...
then I always think like that would be really bad for him to smell constantly.
I always thought he'd smell like the Canadian mountain range.
He'd smell like maple syrup.
Maple syrup and cheap cigars. That's his smell.
Maple syrup and cheap waffle cigars.
Cheap waffle cigars. Yep, that's Logan in a nutshell. That's a Wolverine in a nutshell. And maybe Hugh Jackman. For all we know, he smells the exact same.
For all we know, he could be Canadian. Oh my God, he's like glitching out. Oh, there went my tank top.
Who?
Ow! Douchebags!
Douches. Yeah, but I still don't have my sensibility yet. Which I guess is going to be the next
You don't have the ability to smell.
Nope. My sniffer is not what it used to be.
Oh, great. Everything I cook will be half as good now.
That's getting a little extreme.
Do you believe in that saying? Half the taste is in the smell?
I think so.
Because really, smell does make things really great.
That's one of the big, Chase. That's,
I'm just gonna stab everything.
nice.
They have shotguns, that's why.
Oh, yeah, I'm not even able to move.
They have like extremely long range shotguns.
Yeah.
Oh, you can see their dust.
Come on. Now I legitimately just want to kill all you guys because you're driving me crazy. Yeah.
Well, I killed nothing.
And now I have my shirt back.
Level 8!
2 more and then you can choose a specialization.
Oh boy.
I want to be a tank.
I want to be the guy that does a lot of damage and doesn't have to do anything.
Psst, DPS has a job too.
No, I meant, very true. And I was thinking, just total overpower.
Oh, you mean Frost Mages?
Yes, Frost Mages.
Or no, not Frost Mages, Arcane Mages. Frost Mages are PvP. But yeah, my Paladin that I'm playing right now is going to be a tank. Which is first time I've actually made a tanking character since, Burning Crusade.
And that was because of me, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
You said, you should be a tank, and I was like, I don't want to be a tank.
Because I wanted you to get good gear. I wanted you to
You
get
can
in the
DPS
system.
into good gear.
You do, but you know,
DPS has 2-handers.
the thing is too about it, you really had to work your way up in a guild.
Not anymore. Looking
Not
for a group.
anymore. So much easier. Oh, he don't look too
Wait,
good.
all androids in this sector? Did they just say all androids in this sector?
I think they did. This is that Weapon X facility, dude. They had some weird stuff going on here.
Sit here.
Yes thing, Ridley.
Will repair your hypersenses.
Why are you wearing heels? Better not be working for Hydra.
Have to leave, but the
Hail Hydra!
Hail Hydra, now die.
Hail Satan!
Hail Satan!
Blood orgy!
Logan, there's a little girl locked up in this sector who needs help too. Take her with you.
I'm sorry, that wasn't in the movie.
I just can't do it, lady. Just can't.
She's scheduled for termination.
She's gonna make me look soft, and I can't.
Does she have the ability to drain people's life?
You have to help her. Please, Logan. She needs you.
No, she don't.
Whoa, virtual reality, bro.
Yikes!
Oh my god.
Now I've suddenly got it all back.
I love how much sense is being made right now. There's none of it!
I don't. Seriously, I have no clue.
He puts on a helmet and he can use his scent again.
Well, no idea, but he just can.
She just wanted to. She just took a picture of him wearing the helmet. Said, "Look at this dork." It didn't really help. It was the giant fan.
I didn't think he was actually going to wear it, but he did.
It was the giant fan that did it. This could have been done so much better. Like instead of him just not having it and putting on a helmet and having his smell again, they filled the air vents with a type of gas, a scentless odor, an odorless thing that makes it so he can't actually smell anything. And now he has to go clear the vents.
You guys just like showing up, don't you?
Seriously, they're everywhere. Plus 75, 75. Is it per hit?
I think maybe that was a combo? Oh, no, that was just experience by certain kills. Because that guy was a bit stronger, so now you got 350 for that.
Hi, guys. Oh, you douche.
So these guys, yeah, you can't lunge against them.
Did he? Oh, I was about to say, did he just like go flying into that? Because I know he can go in there.
Oh yeah, I'm supposed to do that. These guys, you can't toss them, but the next guys, because we need to clear that vent. Yeah. Dude, don't be a dick.
You can toss him apparently.
Come on.
It's not in there.
Oh, you suck.
Bing, bing. Level 3.
Ah, I got him.
Well, there died.
Nice.
Frostmourne? No Frostmourne.
Not yet. Get the hell out of this damn facility.
Grenadier.
He must be French. Boom! Catch.
Oh, here's the girl.
Frostmourne? Not Frostmourne.
Not Frostmourne. Screw you, little girl.
Yeah, let's touch it, Logan. Oh, hi.
I'm Logan. Who are you?
I suddenly got a tan.
You must be the one Dr. Frost was talking about.
Dr. Carroll said she'd come for me.
Let me see what I can do, kid.
Oh, Mr. Logan.
Anna, I need you to close your eyes. Don't open them until
Did he just get his hand through that
Hey,
wall?
Mr. Logan.
I think he did.
Close your eyes, kid.
And don't call me Mister.
time you punks face someone your own size.
That's my daddy.
My baby daddy. She turns around, starts watching. This is badass.
This is so cute.
That was a grenade guy, wasn't it?
I think it was.
Wow. He kind of died like a pansy.
A major pansy. Bet I can put my hand through here.
Or just rip it off.
And then...
Computers! This is how they work.
I did what you said, Mr. Logan.
She looks around with just body parts strewn all over the building. Like intestines hanging from things.
There's blood all over your face.
Is this why you told me not to look?
I don't want to look anymore.
Mr. Logan? What? I looked!
I moved us, if that's what you mean.
Alright, we're getting closer.
Is she a major character or is she just like teleportation girl?
She just must be teleportation girl.
I'm really tired.
No problem. Just stay here while I go.
She's got like the same ability as Nightcrawler and
I can
Wraith.
get there by myself
Mm-hmm.
really quick.
Okay, good.
Hi!
Hello.
Lunge attacker! Oh, dang!
Don't be a
We have
bee.
the girl, Colonel Stryker.
We have the girl.
Just
Well,
lunge attacker.
Someone needs to be taken out now.
Striker?
Mr. Striker.
Whoa.
That's with a giant. You see that whip? That arm looks a lot like.
You can tell what hand he's been using every night.
Oh, these masturbation jokes.
He's got the shield that I have in Dark Souls 2. Seriously, my character in Dark Souls 2 is maybe the most badass thing in the world. She's using a buster sword in one hand. In her other hand, she's got a tower shield. And she wears heavy but very thin armor that makes her look like Samus from Metroid.
Oh, that's cool.
So Samus with a Buster Sword and a Tower Shield. Holy smokes! Throw a grenade!
And now we're going all berserk mode.
Yeah! Hi! Whoa! Oh, what you trying to grab?
Show you just how quick we can move.
I always love big tower shields.
Oh yeah, they're so cool looking, huh?
That's one of the reasons why I'm happy I'm making a tank right now, is because I can use a shield.
Yeah. I just love, I just love heavy armor. That's one thing I loved about making like a warrior or anything like that.
Oh, the Warlords of Draenor armor looks really great.
Yeah.
It's all like orc themed. Like even the Alliance armor is like orc themed.
Oh, you see, that's cool, because I just loved all their designs on the orcs.
I saw a hunter shoulder. One of the sides is like this massive warg head, and the other side is like the tail.
Oh, that's cool.
Whee!
Bam. Carnage ensues.
Everyone's dying.
Yeah!
Get some.
Get worked.
Oh,
Hey,
another one.
big guy!
Hey, buddy. I killed your brother,
I'm just gonna give him a little more Titan.
I just want my monsters, Doc.
Get what I paid for.
Shut me up, did it?
Oh god, he's gonna charge! Quick, dodge! So he runs into the wall.
No. All right, there we go.
Got your back.
And I got your organs.
Oh, a little to the left. Ah, that's great. Ew, booty!
That's what I thought. I didn't think I was gonna make it.
A slow motion real. No, I gotta curve a little bit. Oh, I do like the sound effect of the grenade. Like the ringing after it hits.
Oh, that's not what I wanted.
When you get hit, it like deafens you a little bit and there's a ringing in your ears. It's
Oh.
right when the grenade hits.
Alright, let me...
Oh, that's awesome.
So bloody.
Wolverine, you're so metal.
Come on. Come on. Haha.
Ah, you've died. I'll teach two of you to stand right next to each other.
Jeez, this is a big facility.
That's the Jeep.
Who's the douche?
Man, you guys have a lot of expendable soldiers, don't you?
Seriously,
I mean,
how do you feed them all?
yikes. He's got a small militia down here.
We served them the limbs that you tore off.
Yes. And also Wendigo entrails.
Wendigo.
Tastes just like chicken.
Tastes just like Yeti.
Feral senses tingling.
My feral sense is tingling.
I feel like I'm going a little more Shatner.
More Shatner than I was expecting.
Remember when like every video game had this? I thought it was the coolest thing where you had to balance on something just by wiggling. I'm like, oh, you all think you're so cool just because Tony Hawk's Pro Skater did it.
Mm-hmm. I think you're so badass. I'm sorry, my arms are just so massive. I have a hard time staying afloat.
My shoulders are unbalanced. Oh no!
Come on.
Actually, what I said wasn't really much of a joke. That makes a lot of sense in all honesty.
It really does.
Especially for a guy, the shoulders are the center of mass.
They are quite mass, aren't they? Good mass.
It's like where our shoulders go, our body typically goes.
So if you tilt, you tilt.
I'm pretty sure the hips are a girl's center mass.
Oh, that kind of makes sense. It's one thing I never quite understood is like how the hell. It's amazing women can give birth. Because like monkeys and apes, it's no problem just because they have big, wide hip bones.
Yeah.
Ours are just so narrow. They were saying like in about 1,000 years, it may be very difficult for women to give birth at all.
So we have cesarean sections made.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, we're gonna need them.
We advance with technology. We advance our technology so that we can advance.
Because you think about it, I mean, like, we're the only mammal where there can be death. Because most, it's alright.
Kill multiplier. Ah, you douche! One down. Oh no. 2 down. 3 down.
Trace.
Tree fitty.
I need to buy a tree for
I'm flying, guys! Oh no!
And bam!
Curse Splat.
Look at
He
all-
died!
Look at all those bones. Where's my little girl?
Where's my wife?
And where's my Frostmourne?
Where's my waifu?
Yum, 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 yum.
He really is turning into the Tasmanian devil.
Oh, he's crazy.
Yum, 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 yum.
Going absolutely nutty. It's a Wolverine like we've never seen before.
Pounce! Probably pounce on every enemy in game so far.
Probably.
Whoa!
I pretty much have. That's what I was saying.
It's effective. It's way too effective.
It's so overpowered.
Oh, he kicked you.
And I cut his head
You'll
off.
never kick anybody again now that your head's gone.
You don't seem to have
His
a good...
head rolled like right
You don't-
back to
you
where it
don't
was
seem to-
supposed to be.
You don't seem to have a good head on the situation, do you?
Logan, they're getting away. Get him. Logan!
I got her drugged.
It was like 7 seconds you could have pounced that guy. Sorry, I was just in so much awe about these computers.
Wolverine, what were you thinking?
Do you know how much WoW you can play on these things?
My God. So much wow.
So much WoW!
We need to get like 10 other people. 20. You can get 20 in here.
Just have a giant land raid. Wee. That's mine. The most pointless elevator
so
ever.
Pointless.
You could just have stairs.
Footprints. They smell scrumptious.
I'm hunting rabbits. I'm hunting wendigos.
What?
I am trying to kill you.
Because you're trying to steal the girl.
Yes.
She's a cheerleader, and you know the saying, save the cheerleader, save the
world.
world.
Yes, you got it.
God, I haven't watched Heroes in forever.
So tough now, aren't you?
I actually liked Heroes a lot.
It was a great show. I think I only did the first season, but I really liked it.
I have, yeah, the first 2 on DVD. I like it because it had Jared Padalecki right off of his roles in Gilmore Girls. He's the douchebag character that the girl dates. And then it turns out he's like the main guy in Heroes. I like to think...
Milo.
Milo.
Milo, that guy. Oh yeah, the guy that Farrah loves. Who was also in a Rocky movie.
Oh, completely thought of a different type of Rocky. I was like, he was not in Rocky Horror. That was way before his
A
time.
totally different thing, man.
Sorry, you said Rocky. It's the first thing that hit my mind.
And then we think...
Was he?
And then we
no.
think... Horror!
I gotta say, it's gonna be a sad day in the world when they finally decide, let's remake Rocky Horror.
Oh, shoot. They better not. But you know they will, one day.
It's like, that's like be like saying, let's remake Young Frankenstein.
They
It's just
better.
no!
You can make it into a play.
Yeah, you can make it into a play, have other people adapt it and everything. Don't make another movie. The movie's like perfect as it is.
In other words. And just, I'm trying to think of his name right now, who played the lead in that movie.
Tim Curry?
No, not Tim Curry. I mean, in Young Frankenstein.
Oh, Tim Curry was not in Young Frankenstein.
Not Tim Curry. But now he was just...
Gene Wilder.
Gene Wilder. He was so good, and he had just such a great overemphasis of the situation.
I haven't seen him in a lot, I'll be honest. But I've never seen him in a bad role.
Oh, he's always in good stuff.
It's like I've never seen him bad.
Did you ever see, oh god, there was another film from the same creator as Young Frankenstein. I'm trying to... It was about in the Wild West.
Blazing Saddles?
Blazing Saddles, that's
Blazing Saddles.
He's turning that one into a play too.
Oh, that would be a great play.
Because they turned Monty Python and the Holy Grail into a play, a musical play,
Nah.
and they turned they turned Young Frankenstein into a play, And he's turning blazing. He either is turning or he has already turned blazing saddles into a play.
Hit me already.
Hit me. Come on, hit me.
Now, let me whip this thing out.
I got fists of glory. I keep them next to my blades.
Take this.
Not so strong now, are you? That fist he has is like the weapon you can get from Chains of Olympus, which is the first.
Is that like
God of War game.
the lion gauntlet thing with Jig? I know that he gets these like lion gauntlets.
Oh yeah, the Nemean Cestus. Well, I like that. It's like this giant. It's just one weapon. It's a giant fist of Zeus. Pretty cool.
Sorry, Mr. Logan. Moving both of us is really hard.
Yeah,
Well then, don't do it like I told you.
Way to screw up the situation, kid.
Anna, you've got to escape. Move yourself as far away from this place as you can. You got it?
You must leave.
Can't leave without you.
Open fire!
Well, now you're covered in blood, girl.
Now, that's a hero.
In all honesty, actually,
That's a very noble act.
no, she would have been dead.
Oh yeah.
The bullets would go through parts of him and hit her. I was about to say, no, he's got adamantium blocking it, but the adamantium's only his bones, and clearly you can go through a place that doesn't have bones with a bullet.
If you get meat, it'll go right through it.
Logically, she should be like Swiss cheese right now.
Yeah. But there we go, trying to find logic in video games again.
Logic in video games? We don't even need to do that. It's logic in this particular video game that we don't have to worry about.
Oh, yeah. I think you're right there.
Like, this video game lacks logic that most video games also, like, that most video games try and take into account.
I can't wait until my t-shirt regenerates.
It's bound to come. Bound to happen.
Checkpoint reached. This is like the end of a Resident Evil fight. We're going to Raccoon City.
Woo! I'm going to win. It's in the city.
In the city. Well, he's died. You're next. Ah, douchebag. Boom! Baboomski! Oh, you caught him mid-air.
Mid-air. Yeah. Oh, she's dead now. Go in like a
He's
bat.
died.
Oh, I hope the water doesn't hit me right now.
Where are you going to run to?
Canada.
Canada.
Canadilia.
Canada.
Oh, great. He actually wrote diddly.
Floodgates are now open.
It's like I'm wearing nothing at all.
Nothing at all. Stupid, sexy Flanders.
God, I love Flanders. I love him for being the goof that he is. And he has like one of the most legit like sad Simpsons bits happen to him with his wife.
Oh, totally. All
Like,
because
when
of
that
Homer
happened,
Simpson.
when that happened, I was like, wait, what? She's like literally dead? And he went through like this depression episode, and I was like, no, Flanders! Dodge roll! Whee! Or just grab onto the truck.
Grab onto the truck.
Pitching a ride on the wild side.
Oh boy.
360!
Yeah.
Woo! Woo! He didn't need those. Look at how calm the guy driving it. I
want him as my driver.
He does not care that A, Wolverine is slicing and dicing everything that he has on his truck, and then B, a giant damn floodgate open behind him. Can you leap on those guys?
No.
No. You leapt on one of them.
Yeah, that's what I was supposed to do though. Just hit him because then. Oh shit!
Not smart on my planning.
But look at those abs.
Blip, blip, blip. Look at those pixelated abs.
Oh shit!
Cowabunga!
And my shirt's back.
Yeah, regenerated just in time.
Okay, now I'm pretty sure Frostmourne's coming up.
Frostmourne?
No, wait, never mind. It's gonna make us go back in time, so forget it.
Dang it! Screw it!
Yep, let's stop right there. I think.
Yes!